What's going on, guys? 9millikitty here. And with the release of Dark Souls Remastered, I thought I'd make a small series of PvP videos to help anyone that's new to the game. So if you're an OG tryhard, go back to reverse roll backstabbing people. Incidentally, the next video is going to be on how to execute a reverse roll. Okay, this first video is on how to skip the Taurus demon in your playthrough. Now, the only way to be invaded in this game is to ensure that the boss for that area hasn't been cleared. I've had a couple people ask me if you have to be an NG+ to take full advantage of the PvP in the Burg throughout your entire playthrough, meaning invading and being invaded. And the answer is no. You just play the game normally, collecting all your stuff, leveling up as per usual, just without killing the Taurus demon. You have to skip him, and this is how you do it. Okay, the first thing you have to know about this particular run is that you need the Master Key, so either choose it as the starting gift or start as a thief. That way you'll have it because we need access to the Valley of the Drakes right away. So now let's head on down to the Valley of the Drakes. Run down these steps here. We're not going to use any speedrunny strats. There's like a drop we can do right there on the right, but we're going to take the normal route, which is just down this little stairwell here. Keep going, and you'll soon come across the elevator right in this room. And once again, I'm not going to do the normal speedrun little jump that most people do. As soon as we get off the elevator, we're going to go forward, veer off to the left here, drop down here, run over to the right, into the next little building here, up the stairs. This is where we need the Master Key, and now we're in the Valley of the Drakes. Now we cross this little bridge and we go to the left. We're not going to deal with Blighttown right now. Now I'm being a little haphazard right now, but try to hug the right wall here. Can't count the number of times I've fallen off the side. Cross this bridge here. We are not going to deal with this dragon right now. We're actually not going to deal with any of the loot that we come across along the way. We're just going to leave all that alone, because none of it's important in the actual Taurus demon skip. So just keep running along, keep hugging the right wall, don't fall over the edge like an idiot. Now we're about to come across what is arguably the hardest part of the run, which is getting past these drakes, because they can one-shot you, one or two-shot you depending on what you got. I'm naked. So just kind of juke over to the right. Sometimes they'll troll you, like he just did to me right there. Don't get hit. Keep hugging the wall to the right. Now the bridge there on the left leads to a tower that'll take you to the red tearstone ring, but once again we don't need this for the Taurus skip. So just run past everything, go into this little room, and up this elevator. Now at the top of this elevator you're going to find a bonfire, and we are definitely going to rest at this bonfire, because if there's anyone that could fuck up a run from point A to point B, that would be me. So just in case we die to something along the way, we're going to rest right here. Now coming up is another part where we're going to be running past a relatively tough enemy, which is the Black Knight that's got the halberd. He'll be up here. We're skipping the grass crest shield, which is down below. Now these are all things that you can pick up along the way if you want. They are good for PvP, but for the sake of this video, which is simply about the Taurus skip, we're just going to whiz past them. Now be mindful of your stamina, because this whole time that Black Knight is chasing you. In fact, you just heard his footsteps right there. There's another item we're skipping right there down below, which was the longbow, and I believe the leather set. I could be wrong about that. Skipping that little crystal lizard as well. Now at this point, just keep going this way, and it's especially imperative in this section that you hug the right, because it gets really narrow and my dumbass falls off the edge all the time. Keep working your way up, and once you reach this point, make a left here into Darkroot Garden. Go to the left, do a little quick maneuver past the little tree guy, and we're about to come across the Titanite demon in the Undead Parish. The easy way to get around him is just go to the left. Stay as far to the left as possible. He'll miss his first attack so long as you're running. They kind of changed up his AI a little bit for the remaster, but he's still easy to avoid. Run up these steps and you'll come across our old friend Andre. You'll talk to him later. Just run up these stairs and hit the bonfire. right here. And now the next step is to get our happy asses back to Firelink Shrine. We just go up these stairs. And that was bad encoding. I don't know why my PS4 does that, but it does that from time to time. Just run past everything and go straight. Over here on the right, there's a Firekeeper Soul. We're skipping that. Just going straight for the shortcut and heading our asses back to Firelink. This elevator's perfect for admiring the character you created. Just checking it out, checking it out. Looking hot. And we're back in Firelink Shrine. And if you noticed, I did all of this naked. I did that for two reasons. Number one, I really like the way my character looks. And number two, to show you that you don't need any special gear to do this. I even used a shitty shield. And in less than 5 minutes, you've skipped all of Undead Burg, and more importantly, the Taurus demon boss fight. And you've opened up a shortcut that leads you back to both Andre and the gargoyles. So, there you go. Now the whole point of this run was to be able to do PvP in the Burg without beating the Taurus demon, but we don't have access to the Burg. Now you can go the normal way, which is over there to the right, but that'll trigger the Hellkite Dragon, so we're going to take an alternate route. Which is back from where we came from, up these stairs, and hit the shortcut. This gives us another brief second to admire our character. Nice axe. Yeah, baby. Anyway, this is the part where I grow up and stop acting like a fucking child. And this guy's still hanging out. Just run past him. He'll take a swing at you. What the fuck he's all pissed off about? Who knows? Anyway, if you run through the church, you'll end up aggroing all the Baldur Knights, so we're gonna go this way instead. Do some little fancy moves to not get hit by the hollows, because they will corner you. Go down this way. Kind of hug the left here. A couple more items, halberd, and there's the basement key. I think it's the basement key. Keep going down this way. Do not get hit by the boar. Just run, just run, just run. Run past everything, and as soon as you get into this little cranny, you quit out of the game. Now that serves two purposes. One, it de-aggroes everything, and it makes all the enemies go back to their original spawning points. So we just load up the game again, and we'll start exactly where we quit. And I haven't the slightest fucking idea why I didn't edit out this loading screen. So, we're gonna go down this ladder. Now when we do that, we don't want to slide down. We want to walk it down. Because if you slide down, you're gonna aggro these rats. And they're not to be fucked with. So you catch them by surprise. I'm just using pyromancy for the sake of speed. They're not that difficult, but they will poison you. This guy's also not difficult to beat normally. But for the sake of speed, we kill him with pyromancy as well. Run past these enemies. Into this room, go immediately to the right and kick down this ladder. And that is your shortcut down to the Undead Burg PvP arena. Go ahead and rest at the bonfire. And there you have it. But now we've got one more area to unlock, so we just go up the stairs that we came from. There's another encoding glitch. I don't know why I don't just use OBS to record all this shit. Now coming up is a pretty interesting part of this run. And that's the fact that since we did not trigger the Hellkite Drake, we won't have to deal with him on this bridge. You just have to not get hit by these cross bros. Come across, unlock this little shortcut, if it can be even called a shortcut. Light this bonfire, and now we get to experience one of my favorite idiosyncrasies of Dark Souls, which is the fact that even though you rested at that bonfire, those fuckers are still shooting arrows at you. So you rest at the bonfire again, and now you're able to wave. Now what has happened to me countless times is, in all the hullabaloo of trying to get past Taurus Demon and the Hellkite Drake, I forget to talk to Solaire and get my white sign soapstone. So we can just run across this bridge again, avoiding all the cross bros, and once again, because we didn't trigger the Hellkite Drake, we don't have to deal with the fire. And here we are. This little area is the area immediately after beating Taurus Demon. We run our happy asses down here and say hello to Solaire. So from here on out, you can play the rest of the game, stopping by Undead Burg periodically to PvP, to get invaded, to invade, whatever you want to do. And this is how you do it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And now we stare at the sun and wish we could be so grossly incandescent.